Hello. Today is November the 17th, 2024. I want to discuss a little bit about China stock and what's going on with the China-United States relationship, right? Because China and the United States have been on trade war for almost 8 years. Actually, more than that. I'll explain later. Um, and what will happen under Trump, the new Trump administration? Um, so I'll give it a long, a little bit history. People were saying, well, Trump started the, tariff, does this and that, so the causes the trade war. Actually, that's not true. The trade war actually, United States has been planning for the trade war for way before Mr. Trump joined became the president in 2016. It started actually in the Obama administration. They started there's some tension, the deficit or whatever, yada yada yada. So way before that, the Obama administration they've been working on the TPP program, right? It's called the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which means they want the democracy or whatever that is, but um, the main thing is just to get rid of China during the trade war, during the trade in um, just cut China off. And the thing is, they started. The thing is, when China joined the WTO, um, it becomes a it becomes a power horse, right? And they want to replace that with something else. So TPP is the like the mini WTO, and everything went out smoothly, and a lot of countries signed up for it. But when Mr. Trump joined and became the president, the first thing first, he scrapped it. So right now, this one is actually just dead. That actually helped China a lot, a lot, because um, you know, if things can be if things can be resolved by the money, that would be the easiest thing to get it done, right? So Mr. Trump said, he won the tariff in 20 starting 2018 and stuff. But think about that. The China and the United States trade was doing very, very well in 2016 and through 2020. Um, very well, because I apparently happens to have a um, some some stores, other online retail stores in China, Taobao, Tmall, Alibaba, Pinduoduo, you name it, Redbook, um, mm, you name it. So I know it's like it's still like a golden age. Well, the golden age is a little bit earlier, right? But 2016 to 2020 is very good. So Mr. Trump's policy, does that hurt the relationship? Yeah, in some way, right? Because the tariff and stuff, the business starting to winding down a little bit, but actually it um, picked up pretty nicely because of the COVID. Then, Mr. Biden became the president of the United States in 2021, starting from 2021, right? And things just went to hell in China because Mr. Biden, um, he actually, I think he adopted most of the policy um, from um, from Obama era, and um, what he did was very, very surgical. It actually hurt the China economy a lot, Like I think 10 times more hurt than the what Trump did. and especially the his cabinet, Catherine Tai. She is like, I think, if you call there's a border czar, she's the trade czar under Mr. Biden, and she's from Taiwan, right? So if you look at the um, stock market from 2020 to 2024, um, um, and you will see it's doing very well. It's doing very well under Trump administration, and in other way um, the China economy is it's hurt. It's very bad. So um, and you can ask any people in Taiwan how's the how's the last 4 years since 2020 to 2024 has been. Everybody will say it's been great. Cannot get it. The job is great. The housing market is booming. It's like a golden age of the um, of Taiwan again, all because of the Biden administration. So I think we've seen the worst already. I don't think Mr. Trump, when he becomes the president in 2025, I don't think it will be any worse, um, because well, a little bit, right? I'll explain later. The thing is, we've seen the worst. And I think Biden's strategy is like surgical attack. Um, and when Mr. Trump's um, what's it called? The cabinet. Well, we have the two main. We have the two currently. We have the two main um, uh, to main personnel, right? One is Mr. Elon Musk. Mr. Elon Musk, China made Elon Musk. Well, you can say United States made. Some people ask, well, United States made Elon Musk. No, China made Elon Musk what he is today. If you remember, um, Shanghai's Tesla factory started in 2018 and 2019, and after that, the um, the Tesla stock it just skyrocketing the same year, right? So that's still in the Biden, the Mr. Trump's administration, right? So um, Elon Musk has most of his wealth accumulated at the stock boom is after or after the Gigafactory 2018 to 2020. See, once the Shanghai Gigafactory operated October 2019, and see the stock market October 2019 from $7 all the way to $200, right? So and if you see all the Mr. Musk, um, the comments about China, he has nothing but positive, right? We can argue what he is, whatever. People likes him, people does not like him, but this was all the facts. So with Mr. Trump and Mr. Musk was so close, I think there's some benefit of Mr. Elon Musk, um, you know, a little bit benefit, right? So there's a plus side. What's the negative side is Mr. Uh, Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio is gonna be the Secretary of States or whatever, right? Um, is the he will be the Secretary of States, and his background is the senator of Florida. But if you know, Mr. Mark Rubio and DeSantis, they are very, very close with the relationship of Taiwan. Well, see, so you can see they are very much pro-Taiwan. Just put it this way. And the Secretary of State will be the key, like the key personnel in the administration, right? So now we have this considered a negative, but I think this is more of a like a border policy. I think it's still gonna be better than under Catherine Tai, because she is like the trade czar, right? Um, and Secretary of States, they just do those policy stuff. But who's gonna win the love of Mr. Trump? Is that still Elon Musk or Marco Rubio or someone else? I don't know. But I think there will be a little bit power struggle once once everybody's got in place. But here's the background, okay? And now let's talk about the China stock. What's going on in China stock? Um, the China stock, um, well, just to put this way, we know the pump is coming. Just put this way. Back in um, we know this pump is coming, and I've been mentioning this rally for like at least 3-4 weeks before this one happened. The reason is we see those options piling in um, back in August. And I can give you the proof. Okay, let me show you. So this is let me see. Well, that was when what? That was back in August, right? JD, and we saw people were buying November the 15th call of JD at 20 at $26 at around $26. So and after that it just popped to their cost was like a $5 something, and give me 1 second. That was oh, in August the 5th, they are starting to do sell put of November. Let me log into my system. Bear with me a little bit. In August the 5th, they started the sell put of $34, millions of sell put in on the August the 5th here, 2020 2024. 1 second, let me log into the system and I can show you. And before that, they are doing millions of dollars of JD October the 18th, $24, paid $3.80. Let me show you. So they started July the 5th here. They were buying October the 18th, 2024 call for the price of $3.80. Dot JD24. They are here. See, their cost was $3.80. Okay, this is the first trade. The second trade was after the first one, they bought the JD24. They bought this one on the July the 5th, and they got out, then they got back in here, and they're still in there. And after that, they did something even crazier on August the 5th. August the 5th, they did a sell put. These are I all posted for my paid membership. Just to see, this is what I wrote on the August the 5th, and before that it was calls and stuff. And they wrote the sell put of 34. At that time, it was trading at 20 something, right? So then I started to I went to all the clubhouse and say, something's going on in JD, and at that time people were laughing at me. Oh, well, yeah, we don't know, it's very toxic. China's ticker is very toxic, this and that. Stay away, blah 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 blah. Well, and this is the sell put. Yeah, see, this was the one. August the 5th, sell put. Now, if you say they are buying put, then they lost like $10 million, right? So it's a sell put. And actually I called out my trade. I say, okay, try to fill some JD at that was around here, I think. I said try to fill some JD around the October the call for $2.50. I clearly remember. Let's see, that was September. I caught off September. See, this was the trade. This was my comments in my private Discord. Let me delete those other people's comments. See, what I wrote, it was try to buy JD October the 18th at $2.20, risking 20%, cut below $1.80. China name, re-entry, higher risk. And that was September the 9th. And the rest is history. The rest is the history, right? So we know people, the big money already got the information, and it's just the execution. Some people chased, or some people didn't follow or whatnot. But let's talk about. I just give you an example. I'm just gonna give you the reason why I got in the trade, right? And we just follow the big money. And let me tell you, even for the worst stock, for the stock like a GME, every pump will have two spike. First spike, second spike. So right now we only have one spike. For any stock, JD, this is the first spike, right? and I don't like BABA. I'll explain reason. Um, this is the for any China's ticker FXI. There's only one spike. The second spike is coming, but when? But when? Right? Okay. Let me tell you something else. Back in 2020, I actually pull out the information. Um, you say they say, well, United States is dumping the China tickers. They're gonna get delisted, this and that, blah 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 blah. Okay, let me show you another thing. Um, these are all the institution transaction. Ignore these. Through since 2021 for on the FXI. Well, did you see this is one of the biggest transaction in the history of FXI, and it happened on October the 2nd. It's here. And you say, well, they are dumping, the institution is dumping. See, it's going down. Well, what about this one? February the 1st, 2024, 8 million shares traded at $22. That was when? February of this year. Here. And give an example, another example. What about 2023 at $22? And what about, all those transactions between 21 and $30? That was dated back from 2022, because we 2 years ago me and other traders were talking about what is going on with FXI A share. We see tons of transaction around $22 stuff, 20, 22, 28, and at the time says, okay, maybe China is gonna go. People started to swing it, and it all went to zero, right? The option. But if you look at the bigger picture, this is I can see this is a long period of transaction, right? You can see accumulation or transaction, does not matter. Right now we are still trading above $22 of FSI, and we are still trading above $28, right? $28. So do you still think United States is dumping China ticker, right? I don't know, but I mean, just this is a different, um, you know, point of view, right? Then I give you another view. Um, if you're looking, if you're talking about um, if we were talking about the valuation of the stock, right? We talk about, well, they say, hey, what's the valuation um, of a Tesla? Well, the PE is through the roof. It is 87. And what about hey, what about Nvidia? Nvidia has a PE of 66, but the forward PE is lower because they have a bright future, right? And well, what about Meta? Meta is PE as 30 something, 26, right? It's relatively cheap, and Google is the cheapest of all, I think, at 22, forward PE of 19, and Apple has a little bit higher PE of 37. So, what about the overall, um, United States PE? The United States current P is trading at 26. And what about China? China at 9. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, China has a 1.4 billion people. All right, you can discount anything, for a certain period of time, but the buying power is there, but people is still there, right? They are trading at 9. United States 27, 28, 27. India is trading at whatever amount. And let me give you another example. Just let's go back to the individual stock. Okay. For example, WB Weibo company. Weibo is just like Twitter on steroids. Well, yeah. Well, not Twitter on steroids. It's kind of like Facebook Messenger, but a little bit like Twitter as well. WeChat is the king, but Weibo is not far behind. And they are making money and everything. They have a positive PE, that they have a positive EPS. Look at their book value. Their book value is 13, and their cash value is 18. What does that mean? Just say, okay, as of today, Weibo is gonna go privatized. Everybody is gonna get like 18 bucks from the share they own, and Weibo is trading at $8. There's a huge difference. And I say, what is going on? Then we go to another stock, Baidu. Baidu, the book value is 99, cash value 76, is trading at 84. Wait a minute, does that make sense? And the JD, well, we bought JD at 26. During that time, the book value is closer, right? It's not far beyond. But now it's like a 35. It's a little bit more expensive. And the P is at 11. So, the trade war is going to end eventually. And those value stock, I don't know when they're going to pump or when they're going to go up, but it's going to go up. Okay, just put it this way. I don't care about, I don't care about who's going to win in 2028, but the China and the United States relationships still gonna be there. Tension is gonna be there, but trade is there. Okay, then so this is all just the basic information. I'm not saying to buy Baidu right now or buy JD or something, right? And I'll tell you when the time comes or something is going on, which stock to pick, what kind of stock you want to buy. If you go to any of my stuff, go to my Discord. This is my Discord link. Okay, 1 second. This is my Discord. Okay, join my Discord. You will have a lot more information. Oops. This is the Discord. We have around 10,000 people there. And if you go to my Discord, I many years ago I wrote a long thesis about the best stock to own in China, and the stock is well, I'll give you a couple of them, right? Okay, So this is the one I wrote. That I wrote in 2022. Someone asked me about China stock Thursday. Actually, I had a great deal of discussion and blah blah blah. Tencent is the one because if you look at that, they are the only handful of China actually have positive EPS. And just for example, Tencent has an investor arm, right? We are all we everybody likes Unity, but the Unity's biggest competitor is Epic Gaming, right? They have Unreal Engine, um, and Tencent owns 40%. And do you know Tencent also own Reddit, 5% in Reddit, maybe 5% of Discord, and you know, just to read through my story, and I give the example. If you look at the link Polygon of Tencent, they have their investor arm has far. They own 100% of Riot Gaming. Riot Gaming. Okay, think about that. They own tons of other stuff. Yeah, they own Discord. They own Roblox. Everything. Okay, so Tencent is gonna be like a SoftBank of Japan. Just put this way. If you own Tencent, you pretty much own the whole tech, plus WeChat, right? And the second one is the tcom. Tcom is not because they are good, it's because they are solid. Tcom was once at QQQ index fund. It belongs to QQQ index fund, and they has they have a very good the founder, which is Liang Jianzhang. I have a great deal of he is one of the smartest person I ever met. He was, like a PhD, the the food dance, the youth class, whatever, blah blah blah, and he created the TCOM, right, the C trip. Then after he retired, not retired, the first retirement, he went to, um, you know, he went to the United States and he got a PhD. Then he went back to become the chairman, become the CEO again. And meanwhile, he's the first one to ever roll, the China need to, reduce the one-child policy because we have China needs more population, more people. He's the first one. He wrote those things. So he is the one of the smartest person, and the TCOM is just to run like a well-oiled machine. And the current CEO, she is very she well at the beginning I don't like her that much, but she is still doing a very solid job. Yeah, Sun Jane. I don't know her English name, but yeah, she's very good. You know, as a CEO. So it's just fundamentally it's a solid company with a very good management. And the third one will be like maybe Baidu, JD. Don't don't buy Baba because Baba is never a good company at the begin with because um when Baba started IPO it was the IPO at 65 and it public first they traded at 90 some dollar $99 and now it's still under the first day, right? So it's been like what awful 5, 6, 7, 8 I don't know how long. So the fundamental of this stock is just awful. It's a trading tool for most of the people, but it's not just awful. But just remember, but there's one thing you need to remember. If you want to hold something like that, Baba, buy under 73. Because Jack Ma, he actually bought open market, he bought the stock around 80, 76 or something. So I think the 70 is the bottom, is whatever, the stock's willing to go below. So if you really, 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 really want Baba, yeah, just try to pick up something in the 70 some around 70. Um, yeah, because um, I would tell you why I don't like Baba later about my personal experience. Okay, so and also just pick up some of those you know maybe Weibo. It's dirt cheap, right? And if you say, hey, Burger, what about the EV company? Well, the best one is not Neo. Neo has a negative EPS and the cash and it's not good. The best one is actually, I mean, if you really want to, you know, ask me which one you want, I have to buy an EV in China stock. Well, LI will be the one because it has a relatively good cash value, book value, has a good EPS is not bad, and it can move. But I'm not gonna buy it. Just put this way. And XPV XPEV will be also not that bad. So if you want me to rank the three, will be LI, XPEV, and then and Neo. Okay. Uh, Let me tell you what's going on in. Okay, just put this. Well, do we just start to buy loading up the China stock or something? Well, um, let me tell you another story. Um, a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about one of the brand because Unilever is trying to sell. Well, I'm not sure allowed to say the company name. Um, One of the just say Unilever is thinking of uh, trying to sell a company, and one of my friend he's trying to buy the brand. It's doing very well in United States. Let me tell you what I wrote to him, and he said, "Hey, Burger, what do you think about this company? I was trying to buy it." This is what they wrote to me, my team. I said, "Well, um, let me get back to you, right?" So then I told him, there was a high-end cosmetic brand in United States selling for like $100 for the serum or something, and the China distributor is dumping the products at 10. They're trying to survive because currently, back in the day, back in 20 before 2020 2018, there is a lot of organic traffic. You can do SEO on Tmall and stuff. You can you can make your product stand um, and all the traffic. You only have to do one platform, which is Tmall, and that's it. We can easily push any brands we want. We just have a lot of social influencers work together, and it can it can go. But nowadays, all the traffic there's no organic traffic in Tmall anymore. There's no organic traffic in Tmall, Pinduoduo, JD. No, you have to pay for those. And where's the traffic goes? All the traffic goes? It all goes to TikTok. The TikTok is like the black hole of the of the traffic, all the traffic is sucked up to TikTok, but their return of the you know advertise the investment, their ROI is the worst. You don't know, no matter how much you spend on TikTok, you don't know what you're gonna get. Just put this way. So right now we are, the ROI of China's advertise is so poorly. Um, you see, just look at the EL. I had a high hope of Estee Lauder, and I actually lost some money on this trade. I bought calls, you know, and some comments, and you know, there's no story left, right? Even the like L'Oreal and Estee Lauder, they are losing monies because they are just so I can I can change I can do that. Give me a second. Okay, 1 second. I need to get rid of this. This was my team's discussion. Blah blah. I need to give me 1 second. All right, with profit. We sold something. I need to remove the keywords. Okay, I'm gonna do this first. No, this is translated to English. Let me do one more check to remove all the. Okay. Okay. So the problem is you know, except for large groups such as L'Oreal and Estee Lauder, no small or medium-sized brand can afford domestic advertising fees. Large groups are stuck in the quagmire in China, with profit margin continuing to decline and even losing money. For example, brands like L'Oreal can offer commissions of 10 to 20% for live broadcasting, 就像李佳琦 like 李佳琦 right, broadcasting cooperation with influencers and then pay a small amount of basic advertising fee. But for medium brands, like the brands my friends trying to purchase and the brands I'm currently carrying right now, commissions for live broadcasting cooperation with influencers can start at 40%, plus the lowest price in history, plus exclusive benefits. Who can do these kind of things stacking up? I'm talking about my brands. Not my brand, the brands that I'm currently selling. We have cooperated with top influencers once before. We worked with Li Jiaqi once, like 2 3 years ago. We sold the product for RMB 99 and sold more than 10,000 units. We lost tens of thousands of dollars. We were giving a 25% commission, a basic service fee of 150k RMB, and platform deduction points for shipping and taxes. Now we are looking for right now. If we want to look for cooperation with the same top influencers, the basic service fee 180 RMB, and the commission needs to start from 35%. Influencers requires that our selling price must be less than RMB 80 before we can discuss cooperation. So, and you have to, and I will ask, just if, small and medium-sized brands doing so well in China, why the Unilever trying to sell the brands, right? So this is the whole current situation. It's just, and this is also why, you no longer see those brands um, in China, um, the foreign brands in China doing so well anymore because they cannot compete with the domestic brands. United States is moving the brand manufacturer away, right? But the manufacturer is still in China operating. So what they do is they create their own brands because they'll have such a big profit margin. They can do all kinds of advertising. And how can you compete? right? So this is the reason. So I don't feel good about Alibaba. Well, it's still gonna be a juggernaut, but let me give you the. No, this is my teams in Chinese. There is it. 比如欧莱雅这种牌子，找到达人直播合作佣金可以给到20%到20%，然后给一点基础福利。但是就像刚才那种牌子，找达人合作直播佣金要47%，历史最低价40%的佣金，独家福利，这种东西叠加谁能做？我们之前找过李佳琦合作过一次，99人民币卖了1万多个，我们亏了20几万，给25%佣金，15%基础服务费，还有运费、税费、平台扣点。现在如果再找李佳琦合作，基础服务费18万，佣金35起，李佳琦要求我们售价必须低于80元，我们才知道80 RMB。And our cost, because of all the tariff and stuff, our cost was like I don't even know. We just cannot make money. So this is the current dilemma of the brands. Okay, so this give an example. So why I see this much, because I'm the front line of retail in China. Okay, back in days like 2020, 2008, I started the business in 2004. I was a king until 2020. Just put this way. Um, the tariff is one thing, but the Mr. Biden's policy and the COVID stuff after the COVID shock, it's just a little bit. It's kind of tough. Okay, but the business is still there, and it's not. If we just talking about overall, we are doing actually not that bad compared to the other people. But just here's the reality. And people say, what is going on in China? Well, for the retail, I can tell. For the e-commerce, I can tell you the reason, the current situation. Okay, so this is just a wrap up of for the next pump or next thing. I will provide the trade to my paid member. And if you want to join my paid program, go to my Discord and ask direct message to me. Burger, Buddha Burger, and I will still post my thoughts, and for the free information, I will still post daily about my thoughts, everything. But just like my Intel thoughts, right? And sometimes I will do some long-term discussion. All right, and up until next time, and I see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and retweet whatever. Where's that? See, I have some private for my private video I gave to the membership and the trades and stuff. We're doing fine. All right, so up until next time, and see you next time. If you don't subscribe or comments, I will not post anymore. Just put this way. All right, and thank you.